Alright folks, we are headed right now to go pick up the race car from the exhaust shop. So when I dropped it off there 2 days ago, I told the guy what I wanted. Basically, what he came up with is we're going to take the J-pipe and make a complete custom J-pipe, and we're going to come straight off of the flanges that mount to the manifold. 2-inch down pipes coming straight down. The rear bank of cylinders run straight to the back into a Y collector. So we're gonna go there now and see what it looks like. Oh wow, yeah, that hanger is a lot better.
Right,
okay, so we ended up putting the flex joint here, huh?
Had to. I
couldn't put on
too close
okay.
to do it there.
That's
but
cool.
You're still gonna get the flexibility.
The flex, yeah.
And now I stuck this one in, but it goes in up here somewhere.
That's fine. Yeah, I can change that out.
I did put this one back in.
Okay.
And this one it looked like it was made right here too. So.
Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's bad to the bone. Cool. Cool. That way we can take it on and off.
That's right.
Who ended up pulling it in for you? He did?
He's almost as big as I am.
She's all strapped down, ready to take her home. I'm gonna take the down pipe off, show y'all what that looks like, and go ahead and wrap it. So what I'm about to do now, I'm about to jack the car up to where I can take the J-pipe that was made off of it. We can look at it and get an understanding of how it all put together, and then we're gonna put this on it which is basically just exhaust wrap, header wrap for thermal insulation. The downpipe is about 1/4 of an inch away from the oil pan, and I don't want that heat transferring into the oil, so this is what we're going to do next. I believe they're number 13. That's what I believe it is. So I'm going to take that and this ratchet. We're going to go into there and see what we find. The downpipe where it connects up top. And then down there between the motor mount and the block, you can see it going down. So we have to disconnect those 3 bolts from the manifold there, and the 3 bolts from that back manifold. And then there are 3 bolts right there. We've got to disconnect those. And then the whole thing should drop out. Small. Okay. Kind of curious to see how the guy who did this for me, his name is Lee Brankley, really nice guy. He did all the exhausts for all the kids in high school when we grew up. All the guys that had to have loud Flowmasters, everybody took it to Lee. That's why I went back to him, because he had the capabilities of doing 3-inch. And the last time I had this done, I only had it done with 2 1/4 all the way out the back. And now I've got 2 1/4 inch downpipes feeding a 3-inch out the back. This thing is going to be a screaming monster. Alright. I'll get this one bolt out and this should fall. Hopefully the whole J-pipe don't fall out on me. Okay. So that's good. The O2 sensor. I'm gonna have to unplug this O2 sensor. So before I pull this bolt out, I'm gonna go ahead and work on taking the O2 sensor out. Alright, so I'm here at the O2 sensor. And let's see. That's what I gotta take out. And basically the plug, I don't know if you can see it, the plug's right there. So I'm just gonna unplug it and just take the whole thing with me. Okay, cool. Got it unplugged. Now all I gotta do is cut these zip ties and pull the bolt out, and it should fall. Okay, that is just hanging, so that's good. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this last bolt out and see what happens. Alright. I'm gonna support the front with my knee and then the back with my hands, just in case the front were to drop. Okay, that fell very easily. I'm glad I supported that with my knee because she's falling. Okay. There it is. Sweet. Okay, so we have our custom J-pipe here. I can see he put some silicone, high temp silicone to try to seal it up, but it really doesn't need it. It's got these aluminum crush washers inside of it that do a damn good job. Alright, I'll give you an up close look at it. So basically, that's your front. That's the original flange, the stock flange. You can see the opening there. Basically what he said there was actually a lip. When he cut the old pipe off of it, he said there was a lip that he welded to. So, told him to make sure 100% that it wasn't gonna break off in the middle of the race. I've seen it happen. So that one looks good. Come over here to this one. That one basically looks the same. Get both sides of it. I'm very happy with it, honestly. I think that looks pretty dope. Got our O2 sensor, got this nice collector here, and a nice, I don't know, what is that, about 6 or 8 inch flex joint, and then back to your regular flange. Now what this is 2 1/4, 2 1/4 into a collector. These are 2 1/2 collector. Exits 2 1/2, O2 sensor, 2 1/2 inch flex, 2 1/2 here, and then this flange, it goes straight out with 3 inch through the muffler all the way to the back of the car. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and wrap this bad boy. Here's a sneak peek of what I've been working on, other than the exhaust. It'll be for another video, but those are the brake bias valves. I've got one of them plumbed. This will be the driver's side rear. This will be the passenger side rear. And have to run 4 solid brake lines into the car. So basically 2 feeds and two that will feed in, and then 2 that will feed out. And basically, we'll come over here, I'll show you. So you see, there is the prop valve right there. Well, I don't even know if you'd call that a proportioning valve. That's more like a splitter of some sort. where your main feed comes into the bottom of it and then it exits out the top. So that line right there, I'm gonna follow it. It goes all the way up and then it goes into the firewall right there. That's what I ran last night, and that's gonna feed to that valve. Then I gotta run another line from that valve, and it's gonna end up tapping in right into that, and then the passenger side is gonna tap in right into that. And the other side right there, that's gonna go to the inside of the other valve. So that's what we're working on next. We're gonna have adjustable proportioning valves, dual adjustable proportioning valves, because what I've noticed in videos of other people is the car locks up one of the back tires sometimes it locks up both. But if you're constantly making right-hand turns, which 70% of our turns are right-hand turns, you're lifting that rear right tire because you're turning right, putting all the load on the left, and what that's doing is allowing your back right tire to lift. Well, you don't want that tire to drag, so in order to prevent that from locking up, you can adjust that rear brake. Well, most people have both rear brakes tied into one valve. This car was designed split, so I just took advantage of the rules, and I'm going to put 2 proportioning valves, and that way I can adjust both tires. That way if I hear one locking up, I can adjust it accordingly. But that's for another video.